You're looking at it right here. Inventor and beauty disruptor. Thanks so much for coming on in, Sam. So who is she? Well, she's a New York Times best-selling author. She has traveled the world to discover what nature has to offer us, that she can bring back to us to fire or turn on, flick the switch in our bodies to help ourselves out of essentially what ails us or what bothers us in lots of situations, right?
Our bodies are a miracle.
Our bodies are a miracle.
They
and I
truly
just
are.
want to share with you, like, if you go on and Google her, it's amazing because she's gone to coastal Panama, she's gone to Beijing and India, and also from Alaska to Okinawa, and you've really traveled the world and looked at science to see the ingredients and what they can do and be as efficacious as possible to, again, help and address us in ways for things that like we bother us. And this one is a good one, so stick around because hair loss, what's going on with your hair? Do you notice that you're seeing lots more hair in your brush, on your clothes? Maybe you're noticing bald spots or thinning that is just, we'll see some before and afters, even right now, because I'd love for you to set up the challenge.
Exactly. Okay, so this is Jennifer. You're going to meet her soon. But if you look at that before photo, let's go. Okay, now, over the course of 90 days, she took 2 capsules of our hair nutrition, and we'll move it the other way. Let's start moving it. And just look at her hairline. Look how that hairline completely transforms.
Wow.
And look at those little baby hairs at the front of her, on her forehead.
So this is the start.
There they go. Okay,
This
now,
is the before.
Yep.
Let's look at the before.
This is the before.
Let's describe her, right? So maybe this is you. You're looking in the mirror, and you know that your hairline was farther up, and you can see it's thinning,
completely,
and getting further back away from your face.
All she did was take the natural, healthy hair growth beauty peptides. That's it. And I have to tell you, you have to see my before picture because I have spent my entire life traveling all over the world. Like I went to Okinawa for the first time 25 years ago because I was fascinated.
Okay.
Here I am in Calabria, Italy.
Okay.
And I'm with a doctor, Dr. Janda. We're going to talk about what we're doing. That's the cholesterol product. But I wanted to take this quick selfie. And I took that photo and I came home and I looked at my hairline and I was like, so surprised and sad and upset because of I didn't know how much, I was like in denial. And so once I saw that photo, I said, okay, for the first time in my entire life, I'm going to do something specifically for myself, and
So,
I know it will help others.
Let's keep that photo up there if you can for a second, because what are you seeing there? Is that part line?
Yeah,
so
that's my part.
Yep,
You see how wide it is? It's got a whole big white spot, and what that means is we all have 100,000 hair follicles on our head, okay? And what's happening there is the follicles, I'm losing more and more and more hair every day. On average, we lose somewhere between 50 and 150 hairs every single day.
Right.
And I'm excessively losing the hairs in my hairline, and I'm not able to anchor them in. So let me just show you, like I want to show you some animation because this will give everyone an idea of how hair nutrition is really working. So with our 100,000 hair follicles, just think about your hair. There are, at the bottom of each and every hair follicle, see those gold bands?
Little root.
Those are the hair growth peptides that are nice and tight and they keep you anchored in. But as we age, we lose more and more and more and more hair. So what's happening is right here, this is the average amount of hair, we had these counted, that a woman will lose in 90 days. This is how much hair we're gonna lose. Now, when you take hair nutrition, it helps in a healthy way to allow your body to anchor in and hold up to 34% more hair. So every single woman in the clinical study, think about this, every one of us held on to at least 20% of the hair that would fall out into the drain. Where does it go? It goes in the shower, it goes on your pillowcase, it goes on the floor, like it goes in the hairbrush.
Right, you're shedding.
But you're helping your body to hold
on to it.
And hold on to it. And that's how we get those wonderful before and afters.
Every single woman was holding on to 20% of her hair that was otherwise going to fall out.
Every woman. But
every single woman.
But most of the women in the study held on to 34%.
Right, exactly.
So that's why I have a mass of hair that is so much more than I even had. Like, just look at this.
Yeah.
I've never had this much hair, to be very clear. And it's wild. And it keeps growing because it's like compounding interest.
Yes.
As you're
holding on to it.
Yes.
You're not losing that 150 every day.
No.
You're losing it. So let me give you an update on what we're talking about, because this is what you're going to purchase in order to hold on to your hair. And again, it is then also helping growth. So you've got choices. You've got a 30, 60, 90, and 120-day supply. But let me just show you right here. So this is the 30-day supply for $960. If you jump up into the 60-day supply, it's $15.80 on that Easy Pay, saving close to $17. If you go to the 90-day supply, it's $22 on that Easy Pay, saving $33, almost $34. If you go to the 120-day supply, that's the most popular, $27.80, saving close to $53 versus buying 4 jars individually at once, okay? So that's the supply that you're getting. Brings you to about $1.15 a day to hold on to your hair, and thus it's compounding interest because you're not losing as much every day, and so then all of a sudden your hair is fuller over time. It's A16725, that's your item number. Easy Pay on this goes away at the end of the day. Already close to 180,000 people have said, I'm absolutely trying this. Because here's your before and after with Linda.
Isn't this incredible? So look at this hairline. This is the before. Look at the jaggedy hairline in her hair, right? And she has, as we can see, it's just a mess, the way the line is.
Right.
It's not a straight line. Now, 90 days later, it's a beautiful straight line, and you can see the quality of the hair around her hairline. It's shinier, it's healthier, it's got better structure. It's just a completely different hairline.
So, what is this, June right now? July, August, September. So in September, right? In September, as we're going into, that will be Labor Day weekend, right? What if your hair, it might not be this lush by that date as when you get these tablets home, just so you know, but close to that, like you're on your way to that, right? I'm not quite sure, Slushy, where your 90 days is gonna land.
Yeah.
But try it. If you were feeling insecure, if you were feeling like you look aged because your hair is getting lighter and lighter, or thinner and thinner, your hairline is going back, or that center part isn't working, or you're just feeling like, I don't want to sit below somebody because I've got hair loss that's happening up here. This is the moment. Again, self-advocacy. We know that as we age, things that we know. You're in charge of your own happiness. You got to be your own health advocate. You've got to advocate for yourself in whatever it is that is holding you back. And if this is in any way, shape, or form affecting your confidence, and you think that this is going to help you, please try it. I mean, literally, just for like $1 and change a day, try it. Try it for yourself. Do something for yourself. We've got a testimonial for you. You're going to take 2 capsules every day at any time, right?
2 capsules at any time.
They're like
little soft capsules.
They're soft capsules, easy to swallow, easy to digest.
They're filled with healthy hair growth beauty peptides.
Yep.
I brought them from New Zealand. This is clinically proven. There's no added fillers or unnecessary binders or anything like that. This is pure goodness for your hair follicles, and that's how I transformed my hair. All of our testimonials. I mean, this product is specifically designed for all of us here, all of us in our age of possibility. Like, that's what this is about.
We have a testimonial that we want to take you to listen to. This is Linda. What is it?
Nympha.
Nympha, sorry.
Everyone has their thing that they love about them. Mine is my hair. What I was experiencing was loss, and it made me feel I wasn't me. That was hard to accept. I'm okay with getting older, accepting those things, but the loss was something that was hard for me. This product has really made me feel complete again. When I went to see my hairdresser, she is the one who noticed the change, and she couldn't believe the growth, the shine, and the strength of my hair. I'm just feeling more like myself.
So let me ask you a question. Is there anyone who this won't work for? Like, we have regrowth devices, right? There are liquids, there are shampoos, there are all those other ways to address like a hair loss. Is there any kind of certain type of hair loss that this won't work for?
This works for all types of hair, and I have to just tell you the coolest thing. So during the middle of the pandemic, I received a call from QVC, and I got an email. I answered the phone, and the question was, Naomi, will you bring us the exact best scientifically proven products that will help our women, like our family. And I got so excited. I mean, I wasn't thinking about doing this, but I was so honored and so grateful to be able to be invited into the health of all of us. Like QVC could have called anyone about anything, but you guys chose to call me, and that made me feel so good. And so hair nutrition has been clinically studied on women because our hair follicles are actually different. And so it works the very best. Like all of the studies that I'm talking about, the healthy hair growth, the improvement in shine and texture. Look at my nails. Like, look at these nails. These are my nails. This is a side benefit. Look at these.
Sam, I know you're coming over here.
This is a side benefit.
These nails, these long nails, right?
These
all
long nails.
The fashionable nails that you're seeing everybody put on those nail tips, these are actually hers. they're not falsies.
And I never ever, that's why I want to like show you them.
Go like this. There you go.
There you go.
Do you see? You'll come on and she doesn't have anything like underneath,
no.
You know, where you have falsie and you put it on top. That's actually her nail.
Yeah. So I wanted you to see them, and I get, like, people laugh at me. They're like, your nails are so long. But it's because I just want you to see what the side benefit of improving the hair follicle is.
Well, keratin, right?
Exactly.
I mean, so you've all heard of keratin. We know, is hair mostly made of keratin?
Yes, more than 97% of our hair is keratin. So I had the privilege of going to the world's top expert in New Zealand because you saw my hairline and I needed to do something for myself. And OMI is all about, me. Don't forget about yourself.
Right.
Right? This is our age of possibility. And so, me too. I went to New Zealand to bring you really what was the very best. And so I got to work with Dr. Rob Kelly. He's been doing this for 25 years. He's the world's top regenerative hair growth expert. And so Dr. Kelly, I said to him, I've known him for many years, and he was just sharing with me these powerful studies on how the product really anchors in the follicle. And we can show that again because it's so amazing. And I said, I'm bringing this back to QVC, and I want all of us as women to be able to tighten up those follicles and get that gold band to really behave like it did when it was younger. And that's why we ingest these peptides that are made of different keratins. So and that's how it's working.
Let's show everybody again. We've got a testimonial we're going to see again, but I'd love to visually show one more time. Again, how much hair we're keeping. So we usually lose 50 to 150 strands of hair a day.
Every single day.
Every single day, right? But as you're taking this, what happens?
So what happens is, I wanted to show you all what we lose on average in a 3-month time period, because the clinical study is 90 days. The before and afters I'm showing you are 90 days. Everything is about 90 days.
Do this.
So don't talk to me again until 90 days are over, and then call me and tell me how great it's working, right? So let me just show you this real fast.
Here we are in the before and after. We'll
look at this before and after. Oh my gosh, look at her hair and look at that transformation over the 90 days, the clinical study. I'm so excited. We have Jennifer here in studio. We're going to show more of it.
So there's the before, and look at the after. You can see the hair is growing back in. And I know that you were holding this ribbon, so if we can kind of figure out to finish this thought. Over here, if you wouldn't mind, Sam. That this is really about keeping more of that hair. That naturally falls out. You're strengthening the anchors. So this is 90 days worth of hair.
This is 90 days.
90 days is what this would be gone.
And on average, women in our clinical study were holding on to a whole month's worth of hair that you would normally drop off. So think about it.
Simply by taking
every 90 days, you're holding on to this amount. That's why I say compounding interest.
Right. Your hair is fuller and fuller because you're holding on to. You're then not losing the 150 strands of hair. You're losing 70% of that, or whatever, or 80% of that. But you're holding on to that 20 or 30%, which means that's happening all the time, right?
And you're growing healthy new hair.
And you're growing healthy new hair. Let's say hello to Jennifer. Thanks, Jennifer, for being here.
Hello. I want to show you. I want to touch her hair because it's so amazing. Hi. So Jennifer, tell us.
Oh gosh, OMI and hair nutrition has changed my life, and I mean, I can't even believe where I am now compared to where I began. My hair was breaking, falling out, receding, everything. I was defeated. I mean, I was afraid to use a brush or style it. I wouldn't get it cut. I was literally petrified. And it was depressing. I was sad. I couldn't